We love it when people can learn a little bit more about the city or town that we visit on our summer road trips or our Hometown Proud series. That's why we're here at the Kentucky Historical Society. I'm with Dana Zinger, the Director of Marketing and Communications, to help us learn a little bit more about the beautiful city of Somerset, Kentucky. And Dana, tell us, how can you all help tell the story of Somerset?
Sure. So what I'm going to talk about today is a little more recent history. A lot of people, when they think of KHS, they think of pioneers and Daniel Boone and those sorts of things, but we actually collect a wide variety of history, and we're constantly collecting and adding to our collection for the future. Today I'm going to talk about the Nancy Catron collection. Nancy is the sister and the daughter of both a police chief in Somerset and the Pulaski County Sheriff. Harold Lewis Catron was police chief in Somerset. He was a World War II veteran and then served as fire chief, and then in 1950 was elected chief of police. He served in this role up until his death in 1964. And tragically, in 1957, he was out on his front porch with his son, Lewis. They were sawing lumber, and somebody drove by and shot Harold with a shotgun, and he took over 80 pellets into his body. His son also took some, I think, into his arm, and he survived this attack. But the doctors did warn him that some of those pellets could not be removed because of their location, and that they would eventually make their way into his heart, and it would, in the end, result in his death. He did live another 7 years and continued to serve, but did die of a heart attack in 1964 due to one of the pellets. We have his police chief hat, and this is from 1963. It's got a leather bill, navy blue, with the gold chief medallion on the front. Also in the collection, we have a pin. It's the Somerset Police Department. This pin is worn on the uniform. We don't have a date for that. Also, Somerset Police Patch. And then also we have a book of matches, which was from his election. I don't have a date on that either, but it says Harold Catron for Chief of Police. And so we do have that. And then there's several other items in our collection that can be accessed on our website, if you would like to get in there and take a look at that.
What happened to his son, Sam?
So on the evening of April 13th, 2002, Sheriff Sam Catron was attending a political rally fish fry event at a local fire station in Pulaski County, finished up his speech and was headed out to his car carrying a couple cakes that he had purchased, and was shot from behind and killed. He was assassinated by Danny Shelley, who was basically hired by his former deputy, Jeff Morris, who was campaigning against him, and another well-known drug dealer in the community. Basically, they had hired Danny Shelley to assassinate Sam Catron. And so he passed away. Many people in Kentucky remember this day very well.
Yeah.
It was very tragic, and it's just kind of an odd thing that drugs were kind of involved in his death, and then his father's death. They think that the people that were behind that were bootleggers or running the illegal sale of alcohol in a dry county back in the 1950s.
If you're visiting Somerset, can you go to pay your respects there, or is there anything that's set up there as a memorial to both of them?
There is. If you visit the Somerset Police Station, in 2021, they unveiled a nice memorial in their lobby to fallen officers. One of those is Harold Catron. And then also there are two memorials dedicated to Sam Catron. One of them is a memorial, it's by the fire station where he was killed. And then also they recently dedicated a bridge, I believe it was in 2022, a bridge on State Highway Kentucky 80 in Pulaski County. There was a bridge that was dedicated to him there.
All right, and you're so lucky to have the collection here. Currently, is this out on display now?
It is not. It is in the storage.
Okay.
If you come visit and you want to see it, you just have to give us a heads up, and we can pull any objects that you would like to see in person.
All right, thank you so much. For more information, just go to kyhistory.gov.